What's up folks, and welcome back to the garage. Today I will try to put a new alternator and new belts to my Chevy, which has been here a few weeks, and I hope we can start it today. But this project should be, in theory, quite easy, but I have learned my lesson, so I don't do any promises. I got this package from US Parts, Finam, from Finland, and there should be new alternator for Chevy and 3 belts. So let's see what's really inside the package. Let's see what's inside. There should be a new alternator. Yes. Oh yes, check out this alternator. It shows shiny. New is always a new. Oh yes, perfect. And I hope these belts are right length, I hope. At least the salesman was quite pro, so I hope they are right size. This engine bay is so tight, so the alternator will come here and the belt will go around this pulley and that pulley and around the alternator's pulley. But it's the last belt I should put on, because this one is the first one. It will go to power steering, I think, and this is the second one, which goes around this pulley, the air compressor, or this is the air conditioning pump, I think. And it goes down there. I think I have to take few photos or draw this, how these belts goes. I think I'm not able to film almost anything because this is so tight. So when I put my hands and tools here, you can't see anything, but I will keep you updated. The next phase is that I will try to take first these 2 belts out. Oh yes, I managed to get both belts out. I just need to open 3 bolts from the power steering pump. And after that, it was quite easy to take the belts out. They are already here on the table, on the right order. So first I have to put this one. This is the power steering belt. And this is the middle belt here. And I already measured that they should be right length. This is not so bad. Okay, there's some small damage, but it's not a total catastrophe, this one. But it's right time to change it. And the second belt is also a little bit worn, and this one is the longest one, and this is for the alternator. And as you can see, this is totally destroyed. No teeth anymore. So here's the new one. Next I will put these belts, 2 belts first, and then I try to tighten them by the power steering pump, and then I have to figure out how can I tighten this more if it's needed. But I hope I can get quite close by tightening the power steering pump. Yes, teamwork. I got help from my older son. Thanks for help. Now we have managed to put both belts back on, or not back because these are new ones. First we put this one, and then we tightened the power steering, and then we put the second belt, and then we tightened this air conditioning pump. So now the both belts are like perfect. And next we will put the alternator and alternator's belt, and then we connect the wiring. So after that it should be ready for test start. Well, usually all my projects get out of the hands, and this is not a different story. There was some problem. I couldn't get the new alternator attached like it should, so I took it off, and then I take the old alternator and I check that okay, the back cover is slightly in different position like in this new one. So when I'm using this bracket, it should go like this, and in the new one the back cover was one click on right, so I couldn't get this in right place. So now I opened this new alternator and I tried to change the cover position, and then you can see the brushes, they jumped out of their places. Now I have this welding wire here to keep those brushes on their places. So I try to get this alternator all back together in right position. I'll let you know soon what happened. Ta-da! Now I have a new alternator. It took me a while because I had to adjust like 3 or 4 times the black metal bracket behind the alternator, because this new alternator was like 2 millimeters wider than the old one. So I had to take some material out of that bracket, but now now it fits perfectly. Now I have already tightened this bolt and the bolt behind the belt. Next I just have to tighten the black bracket and put the wires back on, the positive post and the sense. So after that it should be ready for test start. Now all the belts are tightened. So it took me a little bit longer I expected, but it's nothing new on this channel. Yep, we needed 2 pairs of hands. This hand did not fit that engine bay, but this hand is much smaller, so we managed to put the wiring back on, and now I will show you what we have done. Yes, this is very tight, but in the middle of picture you can see the sense wiring going to the alternator, and the bigger one, the red, is going to be positive. So now the alternator is connected, and I also tightened, you can see in the middle of, there's the fresh bolt there, so it's a bracket for the alternator, so it's also tightened. So now we are ready for test start. It's so difficult to measure the voltage from the alternator, so I will try to, or I'm not trying, I'm measuring the voltage from the battery. Now I have my multimeter ready. I already started the Chevy, so that's why the voltage is a little bit high at the moment. But next I will start the engine, and I hope that the voltage will rise to 14 something, so then the alternator would work like it should be. So I hope everything goes well.
Nousee koko ajan.
When I push the throttle, you can hear the noise coming out of the belt. So it's still making a noise, but this is tight, this belt, and this belt is also tight, and the third one is also tight. So I think this pulley is a little bit rusted, so I think it might cause that the belt is slipping. But if you have some good tips how to repair this thing, I would appreciate it a lot. But now I have new belts, and the alternator seems to work like it should be when it's idling. But when I push the throttle, the voltage goes down, and the belt, and then I know that this belt is slipping. Yep, thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up and comments down below. Next, I think I will do a short test drive, but I'm not making any videos about that. But I hope I can do something to that noise. I hope it will go away or not. But thanks for watching. Remember the thumbs ups and the comments down below, and see you in the next video.